And now San Diego, as we know, America's finest city for many reasons. Also, so much to see and do here. I'm joined by David Swanson this morning, the author of 100 Things to Do in San Diego Before You Die. David, great to see you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for coming in, because this book, I mean, we all love San Diego, right? That's why we live here. 100 Things to Do. I can't wait to check it all out. A bucket list for many, right?
Absolutely. That's the goal.
Yeah. Tell me, what was it like to put this together? Why did you want to do it?
Well, this is actually the third edition of the book.
Okay.
The first edition came out about 7 years ago. The last edition came out in 2020.
Wow.
April of 2020. Guess what was happening?
Yeah,
we were
shutting
down. And so one of the surprises for me was that this book found a real loyal local San Diego audience. And so a majority of the sales, more than half of the sales, came from San Diego.
Okay.
And I think it's because we were all out there going on staycations.
Right. We were here in town wondering what else can we do that we haven't done yet.
Right.
You are a San Diegan.
Born and raised.
Born and raised. So as far as compiling this, how did you come up with 100 things?
Well, you know, there's the obvious things. There's
Right.
things like the San Diego Zoo.
Right.
There's our beaches. There's the Hotel Del. There's all sorts of things that are kind of the mainstay of,
Right.
of the visitor vacation. But I was looking to do things that took us off the beaten track.
Okay.
And you were asking me earlier. I mean, I love for instance, the Torrey Pines area, and I've got 2 or 3 things there. One is that you can go to the Torrey Pines glider port, and for I think it's $150. You can
Fly.
you go with a trained instructor.
Yeah.
And you have the ride of your life. And I'm sorry, that's better than any ride at Disneyland as far as I'm concerned. And you're talking to a Disney fan.
Images. You get to look over the coastline.
Absolutely.
Fly above it, and then the pockets of wind that kind of push you up.
Yes, exactly.
Bring you
It's
down.
one of those unique areas in America and around the world where there's this steady supply of wind coming across the ocean.
So cool.
And yeah, it's a terrific
sometimes
thing.
you don't know where you'll land, but the trained instructors will guide you along the way.
Yes.
So they bring you back.
Yeah, but you're up for 20, 30, 35 minutes, depending on what the wind is like.
Right.
And then every now and then the wind doesn't quite carry you back to the top of the cliff and you'll end up landing on the beach.
Right. That's okay. It's an adventure of its own. Nice hike back up the hill.
Right.
But also there's a cafe in there. I mean, people can just hang out.
Yeah,
That's great.
absolutely. And it's where Charles Lindbergh learned to fly a glider.
See, I didn't
So,
realize that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, I mean, this is history going back a full century.
What else are people surprised to see in your book?
Well, something right almost next door to that is the Salk Institute. And the Salk Institute is one of the iconic pieces of architecture in America. I mean, it's up there with the Guggenheim Museum in New York. But no one in San Diego knows about it unless you live up there or you work at the Salk Institute.
Yeah.
But this is a very special piece of architecture by Louis Kahn that was done back in the 60s. And Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, there are tours there. And I think it's a 1-hour tour. It's a beautiful, unusual piece of modernist architecture.
I didn't realize there were public tours. I thought you have to be like a smart scientist or something, but no.
Well, they don't let you on there unless you've booked the tour.
Okay, but still, I mean, that's a great thing. Anyone can go see and check out. Okay,
absolutely.
nice. I love it. What about inland spots? I mean, everyone always thinks of the coast. What else do you have in there that might be fun?
We're not quite there yet, but wildflower season comes up in February, March, and I think it's every 8 or 10 years we have a super bloom. When all the conditions line up in terms of the rainfall and the sun and so forth, and we have this amazing display of wildflowers out in the Anza Borrego Desert. And that brings in people from all over the country.
So your tough job was to go make sure these are worthy of our time, right?
Absolutely, yes. I did very careful vetting.
I love that. I mean, it's great to be able to explore San Diego, our home, in a way that maybe we never thought of.
Right.
So I think that's awesome that you found 100 things. I'm sure there are many more. Look at some of these images. There you go. The Hotel Del.
And one of the things, there's a lot of restaurant recommendations, but
Okay.
then it comes to, okay, what's a pizza place that you recommend? Well, I can think of half a dozen, but I had, picking that one that you say, this is one place that if you are coming from out of town, this is a place to go.
And you've been around a lot of places, right?
I've been around, yes.
You've traveled.
I've traveled all around the world, yes.
Okay.
I'm a full-time travel writer.
Amazing.
And photographer.
You found a perfect gig, I will say.
I have the best job in the world, but don't tell anyone that.
Okay. But obviously this book will help so many people explore our home. So tell us, how can people find it?
It's available at all quality bookstores.
Great.
You'll find it at any Barnes & Noble location in San Diego, certainly at Warwick's in La Jolla.
We love Warwick's,
And,
which we were talking about off camera. That's in the book?
It's in the book.
That's one of the spots you got to check out if you haven't been to get the book.
They do some major author appearances
Yeah.
at Warwick, so that's a good one.
Oh, amazing.
And it's available on Amazon and it's through the usual outlets. So
Okay.
online.
And you said a lot of locals are into this. It's not just tourists that you would initially think of, right?
No, I was amazed because the last edition sold out sometime last year, and I was speaking with a couple of the managers at Barnes & Noble's, and they were saying, oh yeah, we sold 6 copies in the last 6 months. And I go, you're still selling this 5-year-old book? That's great. But it's sold out. You can't find that one, so you need to get the third edition.
Third edition is available now. Thank you very much, David. Great to see you.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Netta.